Here we are on December 7th, 2009, and we are on the eve of the Copenhagen Agreement from December 7th to 18th in Copenhagen, Denmark. Nearly 200 countries will attend and will seek to form an agreement to deal with climate change that would regulate the world's energy emissions. Essentially, this is what people for years have talked about with respect to the creation of a world government in the hands of a private few who will essentially control the entire world through these types of structures. How did we get here? Why is Canada on the verge of a world government? Well, one reason is that a number of people who do know about this aren't working as hard as they could to tell the rest of Canadians and give Canadians a chance to defend their country. There's not as much innovation coming from these circles, conspiracy theorists, truthers, anti-New World Order crusaders. A lot of them spend time informing the informed as opposed to informing the uninformed or informing the uniformed, who we ultimately should control through our elected officials. The bottom line is that Canadians have to understand that what they're being sold in the media right now with respect to this Copenhagen Agreement is the idea that a world government is a good thing and it's the only way to solve our global problems. The problem is that the world government, in the control of the same hands of the people who've been running and influencing the world so far, would be nothing but disastrous. These are people who've enslaved the third world, who have 1 billion people on the verge of starvation, 3 billion living on less than $2 a day, and so on. So Canadians need to understand the ramifications of a world government, the loss of sovereignty, the inability for us to control our own resources and our own destinies, and we have to resist this. So to the people out there who know about this, there are options at TorontoTruthSeekers.com. There's a number of flyers which you can adapt for your own area in PowerPoint, Microsoft Word, very simple formats. We've done things like this in Toronto for a few months now, and it's been effective. We shut down 2 H1N1 vaccine clinics out of 10 here in Toronto, and that was partly a result of our efforts. So people will react to this. Canadians will react. Everybody does want to know what's going on. Everyone's feeling slightly threatened by the state of the world, but they don't know where we are here on December 7th, 2009 with respect to entering into a world government agreement. The new head of the European Union has said the G20 meeting in the middle of the financial crisis this year, and now the Copenhagen Treaty will create a permanent global government structure. British Lord Monckton has warned in a speech, a 4-minute speech seen by 4 million people, that this is the end of U.S. sovereignty and the end of sovereignty worldwide, this new Copenhagen Agreement, this new Copenhagen Treaty. And so it's important for Canadians to agitate about these issues, to pester each other and say, look, you can't just assume everything's going to be fine. You can't say you're feeling great and that you're worried about the future. If you are worried about the future while you're feeling great, you're probably in a better shape to do something about it than when you're not feeling great. And so we have a great country here in Canada. We have a number of people who would love to defend this country if only they knew what was going on. And we have a number of people who know what's going on, who can easily communicate this message with enough proof today from the mainstream media and other sources to confirm it to other Canadians and to certainly get more of us active on these issues. The countries at stake through these agreements, bilateral agreements like the SPP, Security and Prosperity Partnerships equal to NAFTA, many more issues that threaten our health, our wealth, our relationships, and our future freedoms. And so Canadians have to get agitating on that. For those out there who know, start flyering cars, start getting the word out, get offline, get into the streets, see if you can find something valuable to tell someone with respect to improving their lives, perhaps getting their children off MSG and excitotoxins so they're less of a problem and their behavior is less of a problem. Simple things you can tell people to improve their lives, and from there you can expand it out to the big picture. For Canadians out there who don't know about these issues, it's time to get informed fast. All men aged 25 to 45 who are of sound mind and body should definitely be obligated to defend the country on behalf of women and children. And this would pay a number of good dividends. If it's a good idea, then we can just move on it. If it's not, then please do explain it to me or others and see how you feel about that. The bottom line is that when the tribe is being attacked, when Canada is being attacked by international forces using things like the Copenhagen Agreement to enslave the entire planet, we need to resist this. ClimateGate is huge, revealing top UN scientists know that the science behind global warming and/or climate change is a fraud, that they're lying on purpose. They're talking about how to lie better and destroy any credible questioning, so we can use that to finally expose this whole scam. Everybody wants a clean environment, but the governments and corporations and activists who are selling us the climate change and global warming myth and the carbon taxing solution are lying. We need to understand that. We need to expose that. We need to find real solutions against a global threat to Canadian sovereignty. Thanks so much.